All right. So what I've done is that today we're talking about presenting the results, and this is one of the most important aspects which you should be aware about. So what I've done is I've created a small module for you, and in this module you can see that there are certain learning objectives which are mainly about the purpose and structure of the results, then how to organize quantitative and qualitative data. Then I need to know that how to select and design effective tables, charts, and figures. And then the idea is that you can differentiate between the presenting results and interpreting them. So how to approach this particular guidance? The first section is about purpose and guiding principles. So what happens is usually what you know students or the researchers do, that once they are done through the introduction part and then the um, methodology, they actually miserably fail while presenting the results. So here is an idea how you can actually do the results section in the most effective manner. So purpose and guiding principles, inform you that the key principles are clarity, accuracy, relevance, transparency, and ethics. So, you see, one of the most difficult things which people fail to follow is number one, clarity, and the other is relevance. Please understand that whenever you write the results, keep in mind the research objectives. See the question which you have stated in the beginning, are the results answering them or not? That's the first thing. This is I'm supposed to read this in detail. I'm not going to read every slide from here. Then is the structure of the results and you know the results section itself. So how do you organize the results is also very important. You can organize the results based on the research objectives. So if you have four objectives, you can say that results for the first objective, give the heading what the first objective was, and then mention the results in the second objective, third, and fourth, so that the reader understands that the objectives of the research has been answered. Or if you don't want to follow that sequence, what you can do is you can start with a brief overview of what you're going to share. Then you mention inferential statistics, sorry, descriptive statistics, and then the inferential statistics. This is about qualitative research. But if it comes to qualitative findings, or you're doing a qualitative research, that has to be reported in the forms of themes, categories or subcategories, and the relevant codes and the codes. This is very important that this is how you present the results. Then the second important thing is, or third important point is, how do you present it? You just can't, write it up. You need to present it in the form of tables, figures. Okay, so that's important for the quantitative data. There could be bar charts, line graphs, pie charts, scatter plots. But please remember one thing, which I've mentioned here very clearly, which is that you need to give a narrative for each table or figure. You just can't leave the table or the figure to the imagination of your reader. So just see the two examples here. That figure one shows what this is an explanation, and here again, there is a narrative presentation example of the thematic table. The idea is if you want to make it visually appealing and engaging for your reader, it should be done as a visual storytelling, and there should be data clarity. I've given an example here for that as well. Then these are some ways in which you can practical tools and demonstrations which you can use to make these tables, figures, or analyze the qualitative data. And last but not the least is What I'm going to do is I'm going to share an article with you, and I want to analyze the results of that article based on the information which I provided you in this video. Thank you very much, and then I'll also join you uh, online in a synchronous mode. And then we can do the further discussion. But before that, please watch this video.